Hey, 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 good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on Relax Well with Dr. Deitrick on the new year. And we're into 2021, and I'm so happy to be here with y'all tonight. And please share this live and tag folks to join us. Share it so people can come in and get this wonderful educational evening because we have a special guest tonight. So we're done with 2020, right? But we know that there are many ramifications that are carrying over from 2020 into 2021. And needless to say, we know that we're all experiencing some stress as individuals and as a country, right? And although I personally am feeling optimistic about 2021, needless to say, I, like many of you all out there, may be experiencing your own challenges, be it at home, work, family, just life, living, COVID, finances, all that stuff, you name it. And despite all of these stressors that are going on, we must still go on, right? Hey, Kasali. Hey, Trina. Hey, Marsha. Thanks for joining. And, as America's relaxation doctor, one of the relaxation techniques I feel that are crucial in managing your stress is deep breathing. Okay. And I know it's definitely one of my go tos for when I'm acutely stressed. And it just helps calm me down. It just gets my mind together and it really benefits me. But tonight, I wanted to actually take it even a little bit further for y'all. I want to introduce y'all into meditation. Okay. And I've brought to you tonight a very special guest, a friend, a colleague, a sister doctor, an extraordinary woman, my business bestie, and my girl, Dr. Carol Penn. She's a board certified family medicine and obesity medicine physician, but also a master movement mindset and meditation expert. I'm going to bring her in so y'all can say hi to Dr. Carol. Here we go. Yay.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Dr. Carol, let's take this off. Okay.
All right. I'm excited to,
Yes, thank you. Yeah, okay, can you hear me? Yes, good. Thank you
yes.
for being here. And tonight, Dr. Carol, she's going to share with us some of her knowledge, concerning meditation, and then we'll be able to practice a brief meditation exercise. So, thank you very much, Dr. Carol, for joining us tonight. And I want to bring you on to get us all introduced into meditation, into your lives to promote your own relaxation and physical and mental well-being. So let's say hi to Dr. Carol officially. And please, Dr. Carol, say hi and introduce yourself.
Well, Happy New Year. And now, can you hear me all right? Any problems
Yes.
with feedback? All right. Well, I am Dr. Carol Penn, doubly board certified in family and obesity medicine and a master movement meditation and mindset coach. And some of you might or may not know that my story is that I was a dancer and then became a doctor. And my number one question is, isn't that really different? Dance, choreography, right side of your brain, performance, science, medicine. How did you do that? And I say that leap, pardon the pun intended, was made because of the process of meditation. And I am so excited to be able to talk to people about meditation, talk to people about the scientific benefits, the neurobiology, and to be here with my business bestie, my colleague, my medical schoolmate, who literally saw the transformation from dancer to doctor, Dr. Deitrick Gorman, America's relaxation doctor.
Wonderful, wonderful. And thank you, Dr. Carol. That was a really great introduction. And so, learning how to manage chronic stress through implementing relaxation techniques, it definitely has many benefits, right? And some of them being like an improved mood, mentation, decreased anxiety, actually decreasing your blood pressure, improved concentration and focus, and definitely improve productivity. And so it's of my opinion for you to find out which relaxation techniques that are best for you. And for me, meditation is one of those top ones. Okay. And that's why I'm so happy that you can join us tonight on my show, at the beginning of the year, so that we can get people educated about this vital, transformative relaxation technique. But before we get started more, I wanted to ask you, Dr. Carol, so people can get to know you a little bit more. What do you like to do for your own relaxation?
Oh my goodness. So yes, I do meditate on a daily basis. I've been meditating daily for decades at this point. However, when I think of relaxation, I also think of just adding in a little bit of fun. So for me, something that remains fun, I'm a lifelong learner, I'm really curious. I love to read. I love to read. That has delighted me since I was a little girl. It still delights me to pick up a good book, to get lost in a story. I
Oh,
love
nice.
getting lost in a story. I love a great movie. By the way, I recommend Soul, Disney's film, Pixar film.
Oh,
Fabulous, 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 fabulous. So those are things that help me to relax. So when I think of relaxation, I think of letting go. Sometimes I think of, stepping away from the concerns of the world. So because I place meditation in a slightly different category, because I use meditation to optimize my life, to optimize my health and well-being. And that's not always relaxing. That could
yeah,
be a
I
lot
can
of
see that.
work.
Yes,
It could
I
be
can
a
see
lot of
that.
work.
Yeah.
So for me, and you know what? I have to say, I love to put on a favorite piece of music and, to use an old term, cut a rug. That, again, so, right. Relaxation to me always has that little bit of element of fun, maybe a little bit of element of escaping, so the idea of getting lost in a great story or a good movie. So, those are two of my, a great movie, a great book, and to cut a rug. Those are my three.
Lovely. I love listening to like instrumental, easy jazz, bossa music. I just love it. It just really calms me down. It makes me feel so good. I just really love it. I mean, I actually play it at work, when I'm charting it in between patients. I mean, it's just something that I really love to listen to. So I love all kinds of music, but for that particular thing, I just really love that genre of music. So, but that's an aside.
Yes, yes.
So let me ask you, you know, uh, what for people out there, they've heard of meditation, it's good to meditate, but they might not quite understand exactly what is meditation.
All
So
right.
can you kind of break that down just a little bit, exactly what it is?
Yes, yeah, there are lots of, longer definitions of meditation, but
Yes.
to help people sort of really get at it quickly, I like to say meditation it's a state of being. It's being in a state of relaxed awareness. And there are multiple paths to that. So it's being in a state of relaxed awareness. And so I like to take it away from any sense of religiosity, or because people get confused about that too, and they think that it might be a conflict. And I say it can be anything that can be a state of relaxed awareness, and there are multiple paths toward getting there. So, which means there's the one big school of meditation or approach to meditation is concentrative meditation. Another big approach is mindful meditation. And yet still another big approach is expressive meditation. So expressive meditation is approaching that state of relaxed awareness through movement. So that might be yoga. That might be Tai Chi or Qigong. It's actually Qigong, which is the therapeutic derivation of Tai Chi, or the martial arts. So Qigong. Mindfulness meditations have been made very popular by John Kabat-Zinn in this country, where you're really focusing on, if you're eating, you're focusing on eating. If you're taking a walk, you're focused on that walk. So you're paying attention. You're bringing all of your senses into the experience to notice. And then concentrative meditation, which a lot of people actually do concentrative meditation, but they don't know it. So when we repeat something like the Rosary or the Lord's Prayer to make it familiar in Judeo-Christian terms, that's a form of concentrative meditation. Or if you listen to Gregorian chants, the priest just repeating these phrases over and over again, that's another form of concentrative meditation. So it turns out the brain really is able to plug into that as a mechanism of action to actually balance our neurophysiology. And so a lot of the work that I do with one-on-one or with groups is I teach expressive meditation, because movement is the gateway to concentrative meditation. And then I teach concentrative meditation because concentrative meditation, all the research shows this is how we improve our mental function. This is how we improve our clarity, our ability to concentrate. This is also the type of meditation that changes the brain and actually helps us to age in reverse. So it's, anti-aging medication all rolled into one.
Oh, wonderful. So what's the type of meditation like? I think I do this the most, but I mean, other people may do this too, in which like when you're closing your eyes and you're concentrating on something that's particularly pleasant for you. And you just kind of focus on that, and then you feel better that way when you're doing your deep breathing. What is that when you have a picture in your mind or a person or whatever in your mind when you're doing that? What type is that?
That's
Is
actually a type.
that uh,
That's actually a type of guided imagery, and
okay,
it
got
could
it.
be, yeah, it could be self-guided, or you can, listen to, an MP4 or MP3, so you can, like a lot of the apps that we download for meditation use guided imagery or guided meditations. And it's probably one of the most accessible forms, particularly for beginners. And it works even if you fall asleep or even if you don't quite believe it. So, it can be very, very effective. And I often, when I'm working with beginners or people who are, say, they're struggling with meditation, I actually will work with them using different forms of guided imagery and different approaches, and until their own neurophysiology is ready to make that next step.
Oh, wonderful. Just kind of going back to what you were saying before, I'm really glad you brought it up too, because some people, when they think of meditation, they think of either it's religious, or for people who are just, out there hugging trees and eating grass and all that stuff, that is for a particular type of person, you know what I mean? But actually, everyone can benefit from that, even, children. So
Mm-hmm.
what role do you feel that like children can have or play with meditation? And then again, thank you for debunking that it's just a purely religious a practice.
Absolutely. So I teach children as young as 3 years old
Oh,
how to meditate. So I say I work with anybody that's human, 3 to 103. And children are often really easy to teach to meditate because they, particularly the little ones that are still naturally doing diaphragmatic breathing, which is
uh-huh.
I know as America's relaxation doctor, you talk a lot about breathing and the importance of utilizing the breath and utilizing it correctly. So many adults, we're so buttoned up and we get tight, and the breath is
Yeah,
right, it's all up here
yeah.
and it needs to be down in the belly. Well, I don't have to teach a 3-year-old to do that, because most of them are already still doing that, and it's just really beautiful to watch a young child breathing, and they're really open to the idea of being free, using their imaginations, being willing to let go. I mean, most parents, we do a nap time, we do bedtime, and we have
Uh-huh.
these rituals in place to help our children relax and to let go of the day. And we need to do the same as adults. Again, because when the mind is in a state of relaxed awareness, it kicks into the physiology of something called our autonomic nervous system, which is the sympathetic fight, flight, or freeze response, balanced with the parasympathetic, which is our rest, reproduce, tend, befriend, rest and digest, or part of that relaxation response. And when we are in this state of relaxed awareness, the brain then becomes free to maximize its own function. So we see the lowering of blood pressure. We see the regulating of our blood sugars. We see reduction of pain. We see mental functions, the higher order thinking skills, and the ability to make decision increase. So meditation is a really, really powerful tool to optimize your ability to function as a human.
Excellent, excellent. And tapering off of that too, I know one of my slogans is a calm mind is a receptive mind. When you're able to calm your mind down, all those things go into place. You're more receptive, more receptive to learning, thinking, processing, all that stuff. And I know meditation is a great tool to help you get that through. So I want to read a couple of comments and hellos and whatnot, because I am hoping that we can do a sample meditation with you, Dr. Carol, just to get us acclimated. So let's say hi. I say hi to Kasali and Katrina. Thank you very much for joining. And Katrina says, my friend told me about Soul. She said it's a really good movie. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Excellent. And she listens to Stevie Wonder when she wants to jam in the living room. Yes. Marsha says, I like to listen to healing music at bedtime to wind down and relax time. I do too, Marsha. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, and that's a form. And I would like to say, listening to music, that's a form of guided imagery. Or guided, yeah. So, because you're oftentimes, particularly if there's words to the music and you start to see the pictures that that your mind starts to draw listening to these words, or if it's no words and you're just enjoying the music, again, the brain just starts to create these images.
I agree 100%. Yes, I love it. Estella says hi, and Katrina says, I meditate while washing dishes. It's so soothing.
That's a form of mindful meditation. That's mindful meditation. Yes, I just want to point out the types of meditation that people are doing. They might not call it meditation, but it's the type of meditation according to where it reacts and how it reacts in the brain. So we're actually in the area of the hypothalamus and the amygdala when we're talking about mindful meditation and washing the dishes and just getting lost in that soothing motion and the feel of the yes.
That's an excellent point. I'm glad you putting it out there like that. Because like you said, people are doing it and they may not realizing it, be realizing it. Yes. So Marsha says, I like to color and do word puzzles to relax as well. Yes.
Absolutely. Excellent. That is a form of mindful meditation as well, because concentrating on something external. And if the word puzzles, though, if it was the same phrase repeated over and over again, then it would become concentrative meditation.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. And then Estella says, I listen to Christian music. It's soothing as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And like, for instance, some of our hymns, like the Lord's Prayer or, Alleluia or, other popular hymns and spirituals, you notice the refrain is repeated over and over and over again. And it is extremely soothing. That's a form of concentrated meditation. That's again, it's a very one of the reasons why a church service can be so transformative. Like you go and you're singing these hymns and you feel changed, completely changed from the time you went in to the time you come out, and it keeps you coming back again and again. It's because of the concentrative meditation aspect literally, and very skilled ministers and music directors. This is why it's so important in churches the world over, because they're bringing you into a transformative experience, and it literally does, it changes your brain, and you can be transformed in the moment by this type of concentrative meditation, the repetition of the Lord's Prayer, the repetition of the 23rd Psalm. These are forms of concentrated. And I think, it talks about to pray and meditate without ceasing. So to be in that high state of relaxed awareness and to be able to be in communion with God, because that's what you feel like. You are fine-tuned into a state of communion with the God of your understanding. That's concentrative meditation.
Oh, I love that. The God of your understanding. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Love it. And then DM, he says, I like sitting in the sun with my eyes closed. Wonderful. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
And then Rebecca, she's joining us now, so just catching us now. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. So what we're going to do now, Dr. Carol is going to give us some instruction on how we can meditate. And this is a great jumping off point for us to start our meditative journeys. And you'll find out more later on towards the end on how you can go further with this. So Dr. Carol, please take it away, and we're listening.
All right, so we are just going to do a little bit of my favorite concentrative meditation. We're going to do something called a soft belly breathing. So again, it's familiar. We all have that belly. We talked about that beautiful belly of our little ones, our youngest ones. So I want everybody just to relax their bellies right now. I want everyone to sit in a posture of alignment. Feet are on the floor, they're uncrossed. If you're in a chair, imagine you have roots just going out of your sitting bones and out of the soles of your feet. Imagine a golden thread attached to the crown of the head. And go ahead and take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if the mind wanders, that's fine. That's what the mind does. Just see if you can watch those thoughts drift by like clouds drifting by in the sky. If you'd like, you can let the eyes open slightly just to let a little light in so the brain stays awake. And now let's go back to the breath. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. And if you'd like, as you breathe in and imagine to yourself the word soft. And as you breathe out and imagine the word belly. So we breathe soft belly, soft belly, soft belly at our own rhythm, rate, and timing. And just notice what might begin to change. Notice you might feel a little sleepy. And just notice what's true for you right now in this moment as we balance out the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system, as our bodies and our brains begin to release the hormones of relaxation, the neurotransmitters of balancing the brain, reducing pain levels, the vagus nerve going down deep into our gut, and from the gut coming back up into the brain, coming into greater harmony and alignment with ourselves in mind, body, and spirit. Let's take one more deep cleansing breath together. Find a little smile somewhere on the inside. Let that smile bubble up to your lips and from your lips to your eyes, and go ahead and open your eyes. And here we are, back with Dr. Deitrick. and back with each other.
Oh, it was so wonderful. And it just that brief moment, I mean, you just feel it. I mean, for me, I just felt more at peace. My shoulders were relaxed. I didn't feel like tense. I just felt more calm. I'm interested to see what anyone else has experienced. Please put that in the chat.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
anyone else has experienced during that brief moment of meditation. So I just loved it. And thank you so much, Dr. Carol, for showing my audience just a brief way on how they can incorporate meditation into their lives and just understand how beneficial it can be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm sleepy and calm. Yes, yes. So, so the brain waves literally start to slow down. They go from beta, which is this awakened state, alpha, theta, and if you keep going, you're going to go on into that delta, and that's when you're sleeping. So, that feeling of sleepiness is the frequency of the firing of the brain waves beginning to change. And that's
Excellent.
beautiful. And so that results in calm, which is actually a neurobiological state or physiological state, that sense of
Absolutely.
calm.
Absolutely. And Marcia, thank you. I was ready to sleep
Yes,
listening to Dr. Carol speaking so softly and allowing us to relax. Absolutely.
yes. It's good medicine. It's good medicine. And it's funny if you look at sleep studies and whatnot, one of the number one ways of helping people to end cycles of insomnia is to learn how to meditate. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, if you are able to do some of this soft belly breathing, it shows that people will fall back asleep sooner and stay asleep longer. So it's a good way to put yourself to bed. And it's also very useful if you become wakeful during the
Oh,
night.
excellent. Excellent. And so,
Yes.
yes, after a long day of work, it's helped me release the day. One thing to do on my own is different to be led through it and be able to fully relax. Absolutely. And Estella, I was relaxing, ready for bed. Absolutely. So, in efforts of mindful for time, thank you so much, Dr. Carol, for being here and showing this. So, do you have like a something else you do, morning meditations or something like that? How can people find out more about you and how can they join you in your morning meditations?
Well, I do. I do a live morning meditation show Monday through Thursdays called Meditation in a Time of Madness, the morning show, named after my best-selling book. And you can find it on my Facebook page at Dr. Carol Penn, and it will pop up. Movement is my medicine. Then you'll know you're on my Facebook page. And there you can join me Monday through Thursdays. Tomorrow's Thoughtful Thursday. Rebecca will be there. Dr. Deitrick is often there. My beloved DM is there. We'd love to see you. Then on Sunday mornings, also at 7 a.m., I have a show called Weightless in Mind, Body, and Spirit. Dr. Deitrick has been one of my superstar guests, so you could see her there on a Sunday morning. And there we look at some of the more medical aspects, but I also look at what does it mean to feel weightless in mind, body, and spirit. So we'll often discuss the benefits of meditation there on that show as well. I also do a Friday meditation that can come to you in your inbox if you're on my mailing list. So if you want to get in on that, this is free, complimentary. You'll just get the Friday meditation. That's info at Dr. Carol Penn, info, INFO at DrCarolPenn .com. Yes, info at drcarolpenn.com. And you can certainly meet me there. You can come visit me at my website, www.drcarolpenn.com. And yes, this is about building the beloved community. For me, I want to work with you to help you optimize your health and wellness, to age optimization. I don't like the term like anti-aging, because of course we're all going to age, but I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that we can have age optimization. And last but not least, my beloved has put right there in the chat, I have a holiday bundle. I'm doing a year-long course called Mindset Mastery for the Citizen Leader. And my book and my journal that accompanies the book, soon to be published, are all a part of that bundle. So you can go on over there. There's the bit.ly link that will take you right to that. So screenshot that and let's get together. Let's get together. Let's make sure we support Dr. Deitrick as America's relaxation doctor so we can infuse that in our homes, in our offices. Dr. Deitrick, we could have used you up on the hill today.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We both could have been up in the hill, and right. And of course, we're riveted to what's unfolding politically. But seriously, it's like the tune has changed from what started out in the Senate this morning to what's going on in the Senate right now. And you can see a transformation, a shift has occurred as senators who were dead set on protesting the peaceful transition of power have now rescinded their decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing like the fear of God being put into you. But no, so I'm very serious. I'm very serious. I like to see both of us serve our country by going to Washington, D.C. at this time and supporting our country's leadership. Because what happened today was serious and frightening.
Very serious, very serious, very serious.
And America's, yes. And so, I'm just saying, America's relaxation doctor coupled with, the science of meditation, because we need calm minds and we need clear thinking leadership to change what needs to be changed in this nation right now. And I say you and I could be part of that transformation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has just been wonderful, Dr. Carol. Thank you again for joining me and presenting to my audience and my followers and my listeners. Thank you so much. And as for me, y'all, I'm actually going to be having a free webinar coming out this month.
Yeah.
It's going to be January 27th. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's titled The 5 Best Ways to Have an Amazing 2021. And so here I'm going to be talking about actually very profound thoughts, thoughts that you can implement in your life that can actually shift the way you're thinking about the way you're living your life now. So this is a free webinar. I hope you all can join me. You can go register. It won't be on Facebook. It's going to be on my Zoom. And so you'll definitely need to register so you can get the information. And it's going to be at www.myamazing2021.com. So 2021.com. And also, as you all know, that I have come out with a journal as well. Okay, Grateful and Ready, a reflective journal to fuel your soul. And it's something that I feel that is very timely right now, very beneficial, that can help you, get on track with your mentation, with your mindset, with how you view your life, how you want your life to be, And so this is a book that can help organize that and to help enlighten you and to help you document it so that later on you go back and you can just see how far you've grown and how far you've come. So I encourage you to get that. You can go to drdeitrickg.com to find out more about that, as well as what I do as America's Relaxation Doctor. So again, thank you very much, Dr. Carol, for joining me tonight and joining my audience and letting us know about meditation. And this is Dr. Deitrick. I'm going to see y'all next week for Relax Well with Dr. Deitrick. And have a good evening, y'all. And please be safe out there. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's say and.